Hello everyone, welcome to my Gen Con recap video. This is part 3 in the series where I'll show you all the modern Magic the Gathering artists cards I got signed at Gen Con on Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. Before the convention, I made a list of artists who would be at the convention and I indicated which ones had drawn Magic the Gathering cards. Then I checked my collection for cards that they had drawn and I put them in a box and organized them to bring them with me to Gen Con 2025. It was just a quick trip for me this year, so I flew down on Saturday mainly to get the Dragon Lord mini set from Sorcery booth at the convention and was successful in that. So then the rest of the time on Sunday, I cruised the art show, meeting up with all these fantastic artists. It was a great time for everybody. There were a lot of people there still on Sunday, so getting around the art show is kind of difficult to navigate. But I got as many as I could, and I'll show you today on the video what I got signed. If you're interested in seeing the rest of my adventures from Gen Con, I encourage you to like this video, subscribe to my channel below, check the playlist of Gen Con 2025, and relive my experience at Gen Con this year. The coolest card that I brought with me was my now favorite modern card, Ruthless Negotiation by Rhonda Libby. It is sorcery for 1 black. The target opponent exiles a card from their hand this turn. I just like the little raccoon guy and the ferret, I think, on this card. The art was just whimsical and fantastic. I had pulled a couple when I opened up my Bloomborough boxes, so I saved those out of the boxes, including this art card. So I had Rhonda sign all those, and I really liked her signature. This little, her initials, RLL. Just very clean looking. I liked it a lot. I picked up, she had business cards that also included the Ruthless Negotiation artwork, so I grabbed one of those for the collection. And of course, this playmat, I just couldn't pass up this awesome playmat for doing box opening videos. So I picked one of those up, and I also bought a print of this artwork as well. That's over in my print binder, and I'll probably have that framed someday and put it in my man cave. Or my store. If I open up a TCG store and sell magic cards, I'll probably frame some artwork and put it there. The other artist that I met up with on the modern side at Gen Con, Eric Deschamps, I had him previously sign a Revel in Riches that I had opened at one of my conventions, so I had him sign these for the collection. I also met up with Scott M. Fisher, who was one of the featured artists. Had Scott sign the Mishra Artificer Prodigy that I had made one of my commanders for the Brothers War Commander deck. Joe Sluker, who did the Underworld Cookbook. I had Joe sign a playset of the Retro Frame cookbooks to go with an artist proof that I had picked up previously. John Stanko was there, so I had John Stanko sign a playset of Containment Priest and this showcase Havi the All-Father. I just thought the art was kind of cool on that, so I picked that up for John Stanko to sign. I also met up with Steve Ellis. He had drawn a number of cards in Magic the Gathering. I liked this showcase Gigantha, the Wellspring, so I had him sign a playset of these in green. Plus he drew the Lurus of the Dream Den, a Multiverse Legends card. I had him sign that Panther in gold. Pretty sweet. Next was also Steve Ellis, same table. He had drawn these Marionette Apprentices. So whenever possible, I like to pick up artist proofs from the artists. So he had some artist proofs of the Marionette Apprentice with the blank backs on the back. So I picked up a regular Marionette Apprentice and had him sign the regular card for me. I also picked up the artist proof of the Marionette Apprentice Retro Frame foil and had Steve sign the back of that for me. Next was Olena Richards, who goes by Lena, is her nickname, Lena Richards, or Olena, the Ukrainian name. She had one copy of the Mystical Archives Counterspell in Artist Proof, so I bought her last Artist Proof Counterspell, and then had her sign a number of etched foil counterspells for my Mystical Archives set, and some non-foil counterspells in blue. So that's Lena Richards' signature, and I had a foil copy that I had her signed as well. So that is just amazing. Other cards that Lena did was the Mizzix Mastery from the Mystical Archives. I had her sign one of those etched foils for this set. And Primal Command, another cool card. I had her sign those in gold because of the gold etching on the card. So let me know if you agree with that decision. I think that turned out pretty good. Finally, she did some Mana Flares from the Wilds of Eldraine. I like this Mana Flare in Showcase. I also play Mana Flare in my Alpha 40 deck, so I wanted to get that signed. I had it signed in purple to go with some of the purple accents in the artwork. So that's what I had Lena sign. And then I think this is the last modern artist that I got signatures from. Zara Alfonso had done Vivian Reed, which is kind of a cool card. And this is in Showcase, and she had a artist proof available of that. So I picked up this artist proof, and they had her sign a bunch of Vivian Reeds in gold to match the artist proof. So I'll put those in my artist proof binder and probably show you that updated project one day. A couple of slip out the backs as well. It's a really good instant card. It's a blue, and you put a 1/1 counter on the target creature. People like to play that, so I've got a play set of those for the set. And finally, Nahiri's Warcrafting Borderless had her sign a few of those. So that was my adventures at Gen Con on Sunday. I didn't have enough time to get all of the artists to sign everything, so maybe the next Star City Games Con or even Gen Con next year, I might go back and get the rest of those things signed. But I had a really great time meeting Ed Beard Jr. for the first time. The Dragon Lord experience was probably the highlight of my trip. I'm so glad I was able to get one box of Dragon Lord. If I can find any more boxes for doing box openings, I might put those on the channel as well. So do like and subscribe if you want to see future sign card videos and future box openings. It was good to see Jeff Mangus again and finally get some sorcery cards signed by Jeff. So just congrats to the Eric's Curiosa team as well for a really well organized launch event. I think that the Dragon Lord mini set will probably become a prize product for future sorcery competitions, and people will want to play sorcery and win a box of Dragon Lord as a prize for winning the tournament. So do follow this channel to get updates on future TCG events where sorcery will be there. Again, if you like this content and you get some value out of knowing who's going to be at the conventions and some tips and tricks on what to get signed and how to get them signed strategically, do give this video a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the support and comments below. I'll see you in another video, my farewell video. I'll make a short farewell to Gen Con, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. And then we'll see you for some more Modern Magic the Gathering box openings and pack openings on the channel. Thanks everyone. Happy collecting.